Hi Justin, I'm Vincent. I've been working for the group, for the Ascott for more than 25 years now. Started in London, different places in Europe. Over the last 10 years I've been working in the Middle East, based in Dubai, and my role as a managing director for the group is to continue the growth of the Ascott group in the region, Middle East and Africa in particular.
Thank you for sitting down with Breaking Travel News here at Future Hospitality Summit in Riyadh.
Thank you.
So first of all, give us a little bit of an update. What are you up to in the region?
All right, as I said, I've been myself personally here in the region for the last 10 years, and we started with 3 properties. Now we have 14 in operations between Middle East and Africa, and more importantly, we have 24 in the pipeline. So we've been very busy in growing, the brand in the region. So we are present in all the key markets in the region, like I'm talking about Dubai, Qatar, Kuwait. We just signed recently. We just signed a very fantastic project in Riyadh as well. With probably my colleague mentioned it, the Crest collection, which is our luxury brand in Riyadh. Similarly, we signed also the same brand in Ras Al Khaimah. As you know, Ras Al Khaimah is growing fantastically with the Wynn hotels and all the other developments. So we signed also a fantastic 540 units in Marjan Island as well. That was just happened a few months ago. So in terms of brand, and with all the asset class that we have, whether it is a hotel, a service apartment, we are growing, and we've seen a few signings, lately. We are also finalizing some more signings with some big companies here in the kingdom. So the key focus really for us is to continue the growth in the kingdom, particularly. So we'll be announcing very soon some more signings, and of course Dubai and UAE in general remain another key market for us. The other focus would be Africa, in East Africa and North Africa, in particular. But so that keeps my team pretty busy at the moment. Yeah.
It sounds incredible. I mean, you have an amazing portfolio of brands.
Yeah.
And you've also been launching new brands as well.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about those.
Correct. So I mean, the focus is really to have our main brand is the Ascott. I mean, this is our company brand, and we want to focus on the Ascott. But we also recently, as I mentioned, launched the Crest collection, which is our luxury brand. Top tier kind of. This kind of brand will come with some different aspects, in terms of luxury, and bring something new in the kingdom and in the UAE as well, as I mentioned. So the Crest collection is definitely a key focus as well, going up there in the luxurious market and in the hotel industry as well, because we are perceived, rightly so, as a service apartment, but we are more lodging operator. I mean, we try to promote and to develop any kind of asset. So we are more considered as a lodging company, from student accommodation to senior living to service apartment and of course hotels. So this is what we've been trying to do now. Change that perception of, okay, you are only in extended stay. No, we are not in extended stay only. We can provide any kind of stay for any kind of travelers, the millennials, the digital nomad, everyone can stay in our apartments, in our accommodation. So Crest collection is one, but of course we also want to maintain a key focus on our Citadines brand, which is our upper mid-scale brand that we have one in Dubai, we have some in the Saudi as well, and this kind of brand that we think for the digital nomad, for the people staying in town for 2 to 3 days, is the brand that works very, very well. This brand has been acquired by the group like 20 years ago. It's a French brand that the group has acquired quite a while ago, and has been developing quite extensively. Actually, it's our fastest growing brand worldwide. Not only here, it's big in China, it's big in Middle East, it's big in Europe, of course, and in Southeast Asia in general. So that's the kind of brands that we want to develop. I want to finish, of course, with the Life brand that we're trying to develop now here. Millennial toward it, and created by millennials towards millennials, but we happen to know that to see that it's not only for millennials, it's more for millennials at mind, really, at heart. So we've launched this brand back in Singapore in 2019, created by us, as I said, and watch the space. We are announcing a Life property pretty soon in the kingdom.
Amazing. And bring Life to life for me. Tell me a little bit about the experience.
Life is all about, as you said, you mentioned the right word, it's all about experience. Well, I mean, we are trying to focus more on the communal spaces. It's about connecting people. It's about sharing experience together. So we've seen in Singapore what happened. I mean, there's more and more people staying there. The space and the apartment would be much smaller. Maybe we're talking about 20, 25 square meter, even lower than that, smaller than that. But the rest is about getting people together in all the common areas as such, maybe communal kitchen, interacting, working together, playing together, and resting also, and sharing ideas together in the common areas, in the lobbies, in dedicated space when people can launch their product as well. That's the kind of dynamic that we want to implement, and that worked extremely well in Southeast Asia. We just opened also our first live in Europe in Paris, so it's growing. The idea is to launch 100 live by 2030, so pretty big target for that brand. In Middle East in particular, I have a target to reach 10,000 units by 2030. So now about 5,000, so basically we want to double the portfolio within 5 years. So we've got our work cut out basically. Yeah.
Watch this space.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time
My
today.
pleasure, Justin. My pleasure.